Hello guys, welcome back to Coding Cafe. My name is Mohammed Ali, and in this tutorial we are going to create a face detection app using the Firebase ML Kit, which is basically a machine learning kit for mobile developers to develop the applications. We can develop the use the machine learning concepts like the face detection, or you can say text recognition, and such kind of applications we can develop using the Firebase ML Kit. Okay, ML stands for machine learning. So let me tell you guys, let me show you the project demo. So let's just open the application and let's see how it works. Please wait processing. And it detects three faces successfully. So start a brand new Android Studio project. Okay, choose empty activity, click next, and let's give name to our this new application. So let's give it name as face detection app. Face detection app. And from here you can choose API level 21, use Android artifacts. This must be checked. Okay, if you are using whatever the version of your Android Studio, it doesn't matter. Okay, but make sure that this is selected. Okay, which is Android X artifacts, which is the Android Studio, the new library for developing Android apps. So it is checked. Click finish. So once the project is synced successfully or created successfully, as you know that MLKit or machine learning kit belongs to the Firebase for the Android. So what you are going to do is just go to your favorite browser and go to the console.firebase.google.com. Console Firebase. Okay, this link here you can see it. Make sure that you are logged into your Google account or Gmail account, and from here you can just create a brand new project. So we are going to give it a name as, let's say, face detection app. Face detection ML Kit app. You can give any name you want. Okay, so I just give it this name, then click continue and click continue. Make sure to check both of these and then create project. So creating your project, wait for it. So once your Firebase project is created, here you can then click continue, and since it is an Android app, so click on this Android icon, and here we need to give our package name. So for this, go to your Gradle script, build.gradle module app. From here we have this application ID. So just copy this ID. Okay, application ID, control C, and go to the browser, and here just paste it. Now if you want, you can give it any nickname to your this app. I can just say MLKit app, and then click register app. Now once it is done, all you need is just to download this Google services.json file, and here you can see it is downloaded. Now let's go to the folder. So this is the file which we just downloaded. All you're gonna need is just come here to the Android Studio, and then in here we have to change this from Android to project. Now we have our app, and inside the app folder we have to paste it. So what you're gonna do now is just come here and then drag and drop this Google services.json file above, inside this app folder. Okay, here you can see it, and then press OK, and now it will appear here. Okay, here you can see it. Now once it is done, let's go back to the browser and let's follow the next step. So next step is to go to our project level build.gradle and add these dependencies there. Okay, for that, come here, and here we have to go back to the Android. Okay, switch back to Android, and then here we have build.gradle, this first one. Okay, this is our project level build.gradle. So we have already the build script and all projects, I mean the Maven. All we're gonna need is just to copy this thing, okay, which is about this Google services dependent class path. So just copy it, come back and paste that here. That's it. Now let's just go back, and we have app level build.gradle. From here we have to copy this apply plugin. Now for that, what we're gonna do is to go to the build.gradle module app and paste it here below, okay. And then after this, the next thing is to add this Firebase Core dependency. So this link will be available in the description down below, okay, or you can also Google it. Now here you will basically get all the latest new versions for the Firebase, okay, whether it is to Firebase Ads, Analytics, Auth, Firestore, I mean whatever it is, okay, storage, all the things. We need just the Firebase Core. So all you will need is just to, okay, first of all, let's come back to the Android Studio, and what we're gonna do is here just copy paste this implementation back here, okay, down here, sorry, and then put these two single quotes. And now let's just copy paste this thing, copy it and paste it inside this single quotes. So yeah, also if you read here, I mean they add a notification that is, instead of using the Firebase Core, I mean this is not necessary now. Instead of this you can add the Firebase Analytics. So it is up to you. I mean if you want to use the analytics, then it will be okay, because they said if you read this complete, this analytics dependency also include this Firebase Core. I mean we have to add one of these. So I mean let's just go with the Firebase Analytics, okay, which is also mentioned here, okay, the version. So let's just go with it instead of using the Firebase Core. So that is, I mean, I just want to show you guys that link so that you can get the idea about the latest version of Firebase. So anyways, now after this we need to add a dependency for using camera, I mean the camera kit, okay. So just add here implementation to these two single quotations, and then in here you can just write this dependency, okay, which is com.wonderkiln, okay, wonderkiln.camerakit.0.13.1. Also we need to add the Firebase MI version, okay. So just add this quickly, put two single quotation, and let's just come here, and from here, I mean from the latest dependencies, we can search here for the MI version, which is basically this one, okay, com Google Firebase MI version 23.0.0. So copy it and paste it in here inside this single quotation. Now also, as you I mean we will be using a dialog box for processing the image. So we will be using a special one. If I show you, I mean this link will be available in the description down below. You can just click on it and it will redirect you to this here, okay, which is the library belong to this person, okay, you can see it. Now here this is basically the dialog which we'll be using. So for this we need to add a dependency. So here you can see dependencies, and just copy paste this implementation, okay, this library, and just come here and paste that here. So yeah, we are now ready. Let's just click on sync now, and let's wait for it. So here you can see it is synced successfully. Now we are ready to work on it, I mean to use it. Now next thing is to add the metadata for the MI version for the face. Okay, so go to the manifest android manifest.xml file, and here we can say it is metadata. Close it, okay, and then here let's move it to the next line. We can say android name, and let's just, for the time saving, I'm going to copy this com Google Firebase MI version, okay, copy it, come here and paste that here. And sorry, this is vision, okay? I mean, I just keep saying version. This is vision, mi vision, okay? And then after this, you can add in capital in alphabets dependencies: DEPENDENCIES. Okay, and then the next level is, I mean, the next thing is to Android value, and it will be face. So yeah, now we need to add a graphic overlay class, which is already, I mean, available on the internet, so we can just copy paste it. So just go to Google and write graphic overlay. And by the way, I will also provide the link in the description down below. Make sure to not give space between this overlay, press enter, and here you will get this one: Android Vision graphic overlay Java 8 master. This one, okay? Just click on it. It will go to the GitHub, okay, which is basically a GitHub link. So come here first to the Android Studio. Now let's come here to our package. Okay, here we need to create a package. Right click here and click here on this package, and make sure to give it the same name, which is helper. Okay, helper. And then inside this helper package, we are going to add our first class, which will be graphic overlay. Then we will have another class inside this helper, so let's create it, which will be rect overlay. Now come here to the graphic overlay class and remove this. Now go to that link and just copy paste this whole code from here to the end. Control C and just paste that whole code here. Now, okay, remove this package, okay, and the rest of the thing will be okay. Here you can see it. So now come here to the rect overlay, and this class, I mean, this must extend the graphic overlay dot graphics overlay dot graphic. Okay, and this red bulb will appear. Just click here and implement the methods. Okay, just click OK. Also, it again showing, I mean, this error because it's need a constructor. Okay, so just click here, click this red bulb again, and here you can see create constructor matching super, and you can, I mean, that constructor is created successfully here. Now let's add another parameter to it, which we will now also use, which is rect. Let's give it name as rect, and then let's do the required things. Okay, private int mrect color dot green, and then put a semicolon. Now basically these are the, I mean, the rectangular shape. I mean, let's say when we recognizing the app, the rectangular shape will, I mean, appear, that will catch the face. Okay, I hope you have seen in the intro of this video at the very start. Okay, so the next thing is to set, I mean, initialize the strokes. Float stroke width. So private float and stroke width 4.0f, private paint rect paint, private graphic overlay, private rect. So in here our constructor, we can say rect paint equals to new paint, mrecpaint dot set color and pass the mrect color to it, which is green. Recpaint dot set style paint dot style dot stroke. Okay, I mean the stroke that will appear around the face in a rectangular shape. mrecpaint dot set stroke width and pass the stroke width to it, which is our m stroke width. Okay, this one. This dot graphic overlay equals to graphic overlay, which is basically an object of our this graphic overlay. So instead of writing, I mean, I'm going to give it proper name. Okay, just give it this name, graphic overlay, and then here we can say graphic overlay, and then we can say this dot rect equals to this one, rect. And then we can post invalidate. Now in here in our draw method, we can say rect f from small capital R, rect f equals to new rect f, pass the rect to it, rect f left dot left equals to translate x rect f dot left. Let's just copy paste this further 3 times for the top, bottom and right. So then we can say right, and also change this to right. Then we have top, then bottom. Now as you know that we will display rectangular strokes around the face of, I mean, whatever the number of user is. Okay, so we have to draw it. So I mean canvas dot draw rect f rect paint mrect paint. So this graphic overlay, as I told you, I mean during the development, that is, this will let us draw a rectangular shape, or you can say a rectangular stroke around the face, I mean for the deduction. So now since you know that we have changed the name of this object which belongs to graphic overlay, so make sure to change this also with this overlay. Okay, so yeah, now what's next, go to the activity main, and here we need to add our camera view. So first of all, let's just change this Android X constant layout to the relative layout. Let's write relative layout. Okay, and the next thing is to remove this text view, and we need to add our camera view. So you can just say camera, and here you can see this one, which is Wonder KILN camera kit camera view, I mean the dependency which we add for using this camera view. So here the width will be fill parent, I guess. Okay, yeah, fill parent, and also the height will be fill underscore parent. Okay, fill underscore parent, fill underscore parent, and let's give ID to this. So let's give ID to this, I mean as our camera view. Okay, so camera view. We also need a button so that when the user click on it, it will deduct. Okay, so we can just say, sorry, button match parent wrap content. Let's just quickly add text inside it, and it will be deduct face. Okay, and let's give ID to, sorry, let's give ID to it. So we can say deduct face underscore btn, and this button must be below the camera view. So here we can say above id and pass this deduct face id to it. So still it is not moving, I mean below. So what we're going to do is to the button we can say align parent bottom true. Okay, here you can see it. Now it is moved successfully. Here you can see it. Okay, this is our camera view and this is our deduct face button. Well, if you want you can add a background to it. I mean our task is not to just design the things. We just want to run the, I mean to deduct the face deduction. I mean to perform the face deduction using the Firebase ML Kit. So yeah, I mean, okay. Also one thing which we need to add is the graphic overlay. Okay, common example face deduction app graphic overlay. It also be fill underscore parent, copy paste that here, also fill parent. Okay, now let's give id to this quickly. id will be graphic underscore overlay, and this must be above the face, I mean this button. So just copy it and paste it here. Okay, here you can see it. So yeah, let's just cast these things, I mean these controllers on our main activity now. Okay, so here we can say first of all we have a button. Let's give it a name as face deduct button, and after it we have a graphic overlay. Let's give it the same name, graphic overlay. Then we have our camera view, camera overview, and it is by default private. Okay, if you want you can write the private access modifier, but if you do not write, I mean private alongside with it, then it means by default it is private. Okay, so I mean this is just the basic thing. So yeah, so let's just cast it inside our on create. So first of all we have face deduct button equals to find view by id or dot id dot face deduct face btn. Okay, then we have our graphic overlay to find view by id. Sorry, let's just copy paste this quickly and we will change it for the rest of the thing. Okay, so then we have graphic overlay, and then we have the camera view. Make sure that you use the same IDs which we give on our activity main.xml file. So for the camera view we have the ID camera view. Now we have built-in functions in Android Studio, which is the first one is the on pause, then we have on resume. On pause we can say that is camera view dot stop, while if the user come back to the app again, I mean if we maximize the app, then we can say camera view dot start. And now we can use our alert dialog. So alert dialog and this one android.app. Okay, let's give it a name as alert dialog. And then in here in our own create we can just say alert dialog equals to new sports dialog dot builder. Make sure to import this sport dialog by press alt enter. Okay, context, the context is this, which is our main activity. Let's move it to the next line. Okay, and then we can say dot set message. Message will be please wait, loading. Set cancelable false dot build. Please wait, loading, or you can say processing, whatever you want to write here. Now once the user click on the btn, I mean this face deduct button, then what we will do in that case? Okay, so we can say fetch deduct button dot set on click listener. I mean, we will perform the things which we want to do. Okay, new set on. So from last few months I am working on Kotlin, so I forgot about the I mean built-in listener events of Java. So anyway, new view dot on click listener, and inside the on click we can say camera view dot start. Okay, we are starting the camera. Then we can say dot capture camera view dot capture, oh sorry, dot capture image graphic overlay dot clear. And then we can say after this camera view dot add camera kit listener, new camera kit listener, and in here inside we have this four methods: on event, on error, on image, and on video. Okay, so first of all we need this on image because we are directing the image. So here we can first say, I mean, let's display our alert dialog. So alert dialog dot show bitmap, and we have to get the image. So bitmap camera kit image dot get bitmap equals to bitmap dot create scaled bitmap. So the first parameter it needs is the bitmap, then the camera view width, camera view dot get width, then the camera view dot get height, third one false. Make sure to put a semicolon here at the end. Camera view dot stop. And once we get the image, I mean the width and height of that image, we are going to send, or you can say process, the face deduction. So we are going to create a method which we will now implement. Okay, so let's call that method and let's give it a name as process face deduction. Let's give it this name. And as you know, we have to pass this bitmap which we are getting. Okay, so we can just pass this to it, as we will perform processing on it and deduct the faces in this image, or you can say in this bitmap. So let's just create this method in our main activity, and it is created here successfully. Here you can see it. Okay, let's just give some spaces, and in here Firebase vision image, Firebase vision image equals to, and as you know it is from bitmap, so we can say Firebase vision image dot from bitmap, pass the bitmap to it which we are receiving as a parameter. Okay, here Firebase vision deductor options equals to deductor Firebase vision face deductor options, this one. Firebase vision deductor options equals to new Firebase vision deductor face deduction options dot builder dot build. Then Firebase vision Firebase vision face deductor Firebase vision base deductor equals to Firebase vision dot get instance dot get dot get vision face deductor, and pass this Firebase vision face deductor options to it. Make sure to put a semicolon here, and then Firebase vision face deductor dot deduct in image, pass the Firebase Vision image to it as a parameter. And just to get, we have to add, if you want, you can add on complete listener so that you can know that it is working fine. So you can say add on dot add on success listener, new on success listener. Make sure to put a semicolon here first and then in here. Also let's add a dot add on failure listener, new on failure listener. In case of error, you want to get the exception and display it as a toast message to the user. Okay, so here we can say error, and then by using this e we can say e dot get message. Now this e is basically the exception, that is, let's say whatever the error is, it will get that and display it to the user. And on success we are going to call a method. We can say, let's say, get face results, and pass this Firebase Vision faces to it. And let's create this method now here, our main activity. Here it is. Okay, so in here we can say int counter equals to 0, and by using the for each loop we can say for Firebase Vision faces, sorry, not, class name is Firebase Vision face, Firebase Vision face, or it is also the name of this. So instead of this, let's give it a different name, that is face colon Firebase Vision faces, and then in here rect. Now we have to draw a rectangle, the result which you will get from the Firebase Vision. Okay, so we are basically getting the faces, and now we are going to draw images on that faces which we get from a specific image. Let's say we submit an image, okay, by pressing the face deduct button. Let's say we select an image, and when it is when the result comes, okay, get faces, then we have to display a rectangle shape around the faces in the picture. Okay, so we can say, let's give it a name as rect equals to face dot get bounding box, rect overlay equals to new rect overlay graphic overlay dot rect, sorry, not rect, by putting comma, the second parameter is rect. Okay, this rect basically. So yeah, graphic overlay dot add rect overlay, and then here we can dismiss letting the alert dialog or dismiss. So yeah, now we are ready to test our application. Now, as you know, if there are more than one face is deducted in a photo or in the image, so we have set a counter for it, and we will display, select all that images. So we can say counter equals to, we have to set an increment for it, so counter equals to counter plus 1. So yeah, running the application, I just want you guys to go to the Firebase, where we create our project, and we left that here. Okay, so our project is, as you know, successfully synced and is completely connected. But one thing which I just remembered by looking here, okay, make sure that you add this one plugin, which is com.google.gms.google services, and by mistake, if you go to the build or get a module app, I don't know why we just add this one, which is com Android application. Just remove this. Okay, our required one is this one, apply plugin com google gms google services. Okay, make sure to copy it, come here and paste it here. Okay, and then sync the project. So once it is synced successfully, now we are finally ready to test the application. So connect your real Android phone, okay, to the Android Studio, and now let's just test our application. Let's install it. So wait for it. It will take some seconds. So once the app is running now successfully on your phone, make sure to allow all the permissions to the app, okay? And here you can see the camera is running successfully. But before doing that, make sure to go to the app info or to the permissions, and I mean once more time make sure that all the permissions, like here you can see the storage permission is not allowed to it. So make sure to that all the permissions are allowed successfully to it. Once you're done with it, now let's open our application, okay? And let's just do it, okay? Click deduct face button, and here you can see it deducted the face. Now I'm going to change the image and to see whether it is working for other images or not. So let me just search another image. Let's check it for another image also, and here you can see it deduct the face. So yeah, I mean it is working really nice. This is incredible. So yeah, that's it for this video, and we will make more videos on the Firebase ML Kit, okay, machine learning. So yeah, see you guys in next video. Bye for now.